Namaste and hello, this is your Sanskrit instructor, welcoming you back into lesson number 215. In the previous videos, we learned how to decline nouns that have 3 stems, and now we're just going to go over some more nouns or adjectives, for that matter, that has 3 stems, and we're going to take a look at their stems. So, the theme is that the strong stem was in yellow, and then the weak stem was in white, and then the middle stems were in blue. I tried to keep that consistent, so now you can see the different types of stems here in this table. And then in this video, we're also going to learn about the application of these stems in the tables by looking at 2 example sentences. So let's go over the table first and just check out the stems. So a learned man, which is vidwas, for nominative singular and nominative plural. Remember, you're using the strong stems here. You have vidwan and vidwansaha. Then for the weak stem, it becomes vidosha, and then for instrumental singular, and then for instrumental plural, it becomes vidwadbhi. For having gone, we have jagmivas, and then for the strong stem nominative singular, we have jagminvan, and then jagminvan saha for nominative plural. Instrumental singular weak stem, we have jagmusha, and then for instrumental plural, we have jagmivadbhi for instrumental plural, middle stem. For having stood, we have dastisvas. So then we have dastivan. Then we have dastivan saha for nominative singular and nominative plural, strong stem. Then we have dastusha for instrumental singular. And then we have dastivadbhi for instrumental plural, middle stem. Then for having led, we have ninivas. So for nominative singular and nominative plural, strong stem, we have ninivan and ninivan saha. Instrumental singular weak stem, we have ninyusha. Then we have instrumental plural, middle stem, ninivadbhi. Notice that the vadbhis are consistent for all the instrumental plurals. Notice how the sha is being used for the instrumental singular, and the vansaha and the vans for the strong stems. And then having killed, we have having killed is jagnivas. For nominative singular and nominative plural, strong stem, we have jagnivan, jagnivan saha. And then for instrumental singular, we have chagnusha. Then we have, that's for the weak stem. And then for instrumental plural, well, remember, this is the weak stem with the case ending being added on to that. So just be mindful of that. And then for the instrumental plural, we have jagnivadbhi. So these are all stems that with case endings according to their number and case that is added on to these stems. So then you'll have an idea how to use these types of adjectives. And now the application. So The thief was seen by two men who had stood. So that's who had stood is the same thing of saying having stood. So the thief was seen by two men who had stood in the garden. So having stood, the word for having stood is dastivas. And look at the way how it is being used here. So two men who had stood, or two men having stood in the garden. So, and it's by the two men. Since it's by the two men who had stood, it's going to be instrumental dual. So this is going to be instrumental dual. So we have udyane, and this is instrumental dual. So we have udyane tastidvadbhyam narabhyam steno drishtaha. So was seen is drishtaha. And again, notice how was seen by the two men. This is by the two men, abhyam. So this is also instrumental dual. So notice how by the two men and who had stood is going to describe by the two men, because it's the two men who had stood in the garden. Okay. And now we have to the brother who had gone, or having gone. So who had gone, again, is the same thing as having gone. So the verb that we are going to work with here is jagmivas, having gone. So to the brother who had gone to Harry's house, food was given by the servant. So in other words, food was given by the servant to the brother who had gone to Harry's house. So we have Hare Griham, that's Harry's house. And then who had gone. So to the brother who had gone. To the brother is going to be dative, singular. And then who had gone should also be dative, singular, because it is to the brother who had gone. It's the brother. The brother is the one who had gone to the house. So if the brother is dative, then the adjective that is describing the brother should be the same thing. It should agree. So we have Hare Griham. Then we have Jagmoshe Bhratre. So Bhratre is to the brother. That's dative, singular. And then Jagmoshe is dative, singular. So Hare Griham Jagmoshe Bhratre Kankarernarnam Narnam Dattam. So Kankarernarnam Dattam. Because annam is food, so food was given. Dattam is was given. So again, to the brother who had gone, they're both dative, singular. So here ends the application, how to use nouns and adjectives with 3 stems. And with that, this is your Sanskrit instructor signing off with a namaste.